What's up, everybody? PG Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs, and everybody's asking me what am I going to do for my birthday. I'm going to talk really loud because there's a lot of cars all of a sudden, but I'm here with my friend Gina.
How you doing?
And tell everybody what you're going to do to me today, where we are, and how this even happened.
We are at Beauty Smart Dermatology, and I'm going to give him a HydraFacial to remove all the impurities of his skin and make him glow for a special day.
She's going to make me look younger.
Yes.
She's older than me, and I feel like I look way older than her, so
It's time for a HydraFacial.
I'm going to put my face in her hands. Apparently I have to take my shirt off for this one too, for all the fellas out there. No, the ladies don't care. So let's go inside and go to work.
Let's go.
I'm nervous.
Why?
Oh, don't
So I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
No, you're going to love it.
Why?
You're going to love it. I'm first just going to cleanse your face with the cleanser, and then I'm going to use the HydraFacial machine that has a vortex suction. It's like a little vacuum.
It's like
You're going to suction my face?
Mm-hmm. I call it the Dyson for the face. I clean out all the impurities and clogged pores painlessly.
I got a lot of impurities, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Can you clean my soul
I'm gonna
like
go
that?
right
You'd be here for a
under
while.
here and really take you under my microscope.
you know.
I'm going to look at my face with a microscope too, huh?
Watch out.
How embarrassing is this?
Oh God, that's how you get the.
I love this.
It's gonna feel like when Ting Ting licks your face.
This
that
is
little-
like my passion. So
It's a very interesting passion.
it is.
When did you figure out that you were so passionate about
Well,
examining all the things wrong on people's faces?
about 15 years ago. I mean before then, but I started doing this 15 years ago.
Do you ever watch that show, the Dr. Pimple Popper show?
Yeah.
That freaks me out.
It's a little much.
I
don't mind doing it. I don't mind. I really enjoy it. But watching that, I don't need to watch it. I do it.
Do you ever get some like really serious stuff like that in here?
Yeah. I tried to videotape it once and it just, my camera died and it was so serious.
We have a guy in the office that had a cyst on his stomach, and he showed us the video of them removing it. It
No
was
way.
gross.
See? Oh
There was
my
so
God.
much white stuff inside.
Oh my, that's,
Am I allowed to talk while we're doing this?
Yeah. Of course. This is not a relaxing facial. This is just a good medical.
Nothing really relaxes me anyway.
Right.
So.
I mean,
You know, ever since you did my facial, what was it, like a month
It's
ago?
been
My
great.
face has been amazing.
Her skin always looks.
Without makeup. No, because that night I'm a little.
Oh, she got messed up from that thing though.
what thing?
The derma thing that takes layers
Oh,
off your skin.
I told you it's gonna create like clogged follicles.
So I went in there and
Like
I
this
told
guy
them,
I'll get.
I never get stuff like that either, and I don't want to.
Well, you're just in time. I'm not gonna get it so it's bad, so don't worry. Right?
It's been amazing.
Her skin always looks.
Without makeup. No, because that night I'm a little.
Oh, she got messed up from that thing though.
What thing?
The derma thing that takes layers
Oh,
off
I told you it's gonna create like clogged follicles.
So I went in there and
Like
I
this
told
guy
them,
I'll get.
I never get stuff like that either, and I don't want to.
Well, you're just in time. I'm not gonna get it so it's bad, so don't worry.
Yeah, my I don't want to hurt his feelings, but my my new barber, he was like insisting on shaving me the other morning. I was like, no, I'll shave later. And he's like, no, it's part of what I do. And I had just come back from the gym, so it was all sweaty and dirty, and I'm pretty confident that's why that happened.
Of course. It's just like a clogged little follicle.
I like to shave when I get out of the shower and my face is all
Clean.
not dirty like that.
Right. This pulls everything to the surface, so it's easier to extract and come out. And you don't realize what you have. And then if you really are into it, you can actually see what I take out of here.
I know I have a lot on my nose.
Yeah, I
It's
can't.
a very oily Italian nose.
Exactly. All of you guineas have that.
the youthful skin though. Look at us.
Exactly. You'll be blessed and grateful later on in life.
What kind of laser have you done for yourself?
Peak Away Resolve,
Okay.
which helps with fine lines, wrinkles, skin tone, pore size, pigmentation. And then I do everything. The G-Max, I do.
What's the G-Max?
The G-Max does, it's like you can do a floating facial, it removes any dark spots. It also tightens the tone. Most of them just really add trauma to the skin, so then it has your skin naturally boost collagen and elasticity. We also have the IPL that I've done.
Which is what?
Which is a pulse light. It's not an actual laser, and that does like any redness, any vascular, and also pigmentation, and tightens and tones and smooths out. But that when you have downtime, like I did to my arms and my chest.
How long does it take?
The treatment itself takes about 30 to 40 minutes, but downtime 7 to 10 days. But like the peak away is only 24 hours. You're red. The Vivace microneedling we have as well. That's only 4 hours of downtime.
Have you done that vampire facial?
Yeah, we do that too.
What's a vampire facial?
That's when you do the microneedling, we incorporate that in with the Vivace radio frequency microneedling device that we have. So it has 36 gold tip needles, and then we spin the blood and we do the PRP in it.
Oh, you do PRP?
Yeah.
More and more people are doing that now.
Yeah. Well, they feel it's, you know, it's your own goods. Why not put it back in?
Yeah. What is the downtime for that? Because I've seen some people afterwards and their faces are like...
If they do like really aggressive microneedling and it's like looks like road rash and stuff, that takes time. You gotta, I mean, your skin takes 29 to like 30 days to naturally turn the skin cells over. So no matter what, in a month is usually when you see the results of any treatment. Not so HydraFacial though, that's instant.
Yeah, the HydraFacial.
So I'm getting instant results today.
Yes, and this is the first step.
Like
and I'm just placing the serum on your face, and this is going to help loosen any dead skin cells. So then I can extract it. And this has like lactic acid, salicylic acid, and it helps just loosen everything. So then I can really get everything out. And I changed the tips. How does it feel?
Feels good actually.
Okay.
Little suction, but it's like a nice feeling.
I'm gonna really get that guy.
I know, I told him.
Yeah, I brought that special for you.
Thank you. I love when there's a little present.
You had to do it for the camera.
Thank you, thank you.
So, how many procedures do you guys do in here?
Like, all what kinds or how many times? Like,
What kinds? How many different kinds?
We have we have like 8 different. We also have Vela Shape, Excelis. Peak Away does the tattoo removals, which is the best laser for tattoo removal. That's a huge one. So that we're really busy with. That's a good one. See, and like really good results.
So you're getting a lot of people coming to get their tattoos removed?
Yeah, because it's less treatments. It actually breaks the ink out down underneath the skin. It's a picosecond laser, so it goes down and shatters the ink below the skin rather than bringing it to the surface.
How many treatments does it take?
Some people are getting results for total clearance with 3 treatments. Others, it depends on the depth of the, you know, the ink and stuff. So we can't really guarantee a time, but we do like treat to complete.
How much space between the treatments?
6 to 8 weeks.
I assume this is far more women than men.
Both, actually.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
Women make poor decisions
No, no,
when it
no.
comes to tattoos when
You'd
they're
be
young.
surprised, PJ. There's a lot of men with tramp stamps and stuff.
How about tramp stamps on the men? How many have you seen like names that you've had?
Oh, we've had a lot of names. A lot of names.
The befores and afters are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and the Peak Away actually treats all colors, which is awesome because before you couldn't do all the colors.
That's cool.
And down here there's a lot of aqua, blues and greens.
What are your hours here?
We are open from 10 to 5, but we do stay later Monday through Saturday. And then we're closed currently Sundays and Mondays, but sometimes we come in and we really work with our clients' needs. So if they have to come in early or stay late, we don't mind.
I've noticed that so many med spas are closed on Mondays. Why is that?
It's kind of like with the hair stylist, like it just, because we're Saturdays, so it gives us 2 days. But like, I have a lot of friends that are in the hair or beauty business. So, you know, I'll come in on a Monday and work, I don't mind. you know, it's your only day off.
I was going to say, have you thought about capitalizing on that market, knowing that everybody else is closed? Being the spot that's open?
For sure. I do come in a lot on a Monday, actually. And I sometimes on Tuesdays I'm here until like 7 p.m., 8. I don't mind.
How long has this spot been here for?
4 years at this location, and Dina Clark, the owner, she was up in Delray prior to this location. But we've really grown as far as all of the lasers and treatments that we have now. She's got the best of the best, brand new.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. Get my hands with all these lasers.
How's my face doing right now?
It's doing good. I'm starting to see stuff extracting. I'm gonna do now. This is the extraction tip. I'm gonna put a little glycolic on first. This is gonna make you radiant.
I was gonna say, how many years does this take off?
Oh, forget it. It'll be 22. It'll be 22 by tonight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're getting younger on your birthday.
This is the new beginning. Time to start. You take care of everything else. You're gonna love the way your skin feels, and especially if you're oily, it really helps control the oil.
Yeah, I am oily.
But that's a good thing.
Tell her your daily regimen for
Yes, what do
your
you
creams.
do?
Well, I've been scrubbing my face for years.
Every day.
And a lot of people say not to, but
Okay.
I find it actually helps me out a lot. Is I use this apricot scrub on my face.
Yeah. I still use it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And so I use that twice a day, every day. And then I've tried every under eye serum imaginable. She found me one that actually is working really good now.
Okay.
That gets rid of like the bags and the puffs. And then I have a face cream that I use. I'm always trying different things based on recommendations to see, but the area that I focused on the most is around my eyes.
Your
I
eyes.
just have hereditary, just very, very black circles under my eyes. I have had Juvederm put under there.
Okay.
I don't know if I noticed all that much out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough to do. Yeah, the fillers underneath the eyes. It's not the best.
And she said that because I have no fat at all under my eyes, and my eyes are kind of hollow, that it's just the skin sitting on the blood vessels, and it's kind of hard, to eliminate that.
They look good now.
Thank you.
So see, this is really pulling everything out. I can see it. You're gonna love this. So this will actually help all your products seep in better too. And once this is all done, all the dead skin's removed, all the impurities, this will help all those products seep in.
Oh, okay.
And you won't actually have to use the apricot scrub because you're getting such a heavy duty exfoliation right now that you'll notice that you're gonna say, wow, I don't like. They say not to exfoliate for like a day or so.
How long before my body naturally ruins my face again?
Well, it depends. And like you work out, you do, you're healthy, but it depends, where you're at. Like if there's like pollutants in the air, or if you're, it depends where you are. Or if you're driving with your top down, there you go. Nose clogs. Nose clogger. Oh, forget it.
So let's say I am a rich girl from Boca, money doesn't matter. How often can I come in and do these treatments?
Oh, you can do it once a week if you'd like. It's great to do before any event because you can put makeup on afterwards or whatever, and you can go and be like red carpet ready. All the stars do it. They say once a month is the best to keep your skin just healthy, clean, rejuvenated. I've been doing it for 9 years, and I swear by it.
And look at her.
Yeah, I know your face.
Why
Gorgeous.
and it helps with any breakouts and hormonal breakouts on the chin. A lot of people come in, it really stops that for them. It's a great maintenance, and we have to do that down, especially down here in Florida with the sun. And sunscreen's another thing. So I'll put a light sunscreen on after. Just make sure. Oh, there's a good one right there. See, I'm excited about that color. Oh,
Getting that,
yeah. Thank you.
You have to do the water check
And
after this.
all this stuff that you're sucking out, where's it going?
It's going into a canister over there.
And we're gonna show you.
We're going to check that out when we're done.
Oh, wait to see it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody get to take it home, or do you have
Oh, no. Oh, no.
to? I remember years ago I had a gynecomastia surgery,
Okay.
and I used to train with a guy named Evan Centopani, and he was one of the best bodybuilders in the world, and he had gyno surgery right before me, and we were very competitive, but in a friendly way. And so when I came out of the surgery, the doctor was like, I took so much out. And I go, was it as much as Evan's? And he was like,
no way.
no, his was more. And I go, can I see it? And he was like, no, you can't see it. He knew to make me laugh. He goes, but I put yours on the shelf next to Evan.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
I'll never forget that.
That is funny. Did you get to see what came out?
Yeah, it looked like
Really?
a chicken nugget without the skin on it.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. You would never think that much is in there, because like when you feel your nipple, you feel like a little bump in there.
Right.
But when they go down, they take it all the way out from the gland, and so they pull. It's super common in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Do you do
So I'm giving
like
you
people's
this.
backs and stuff in
Yes,
here too?
I do a ton of back facials.
Is there a bigger tool for that one?
No, it's the same, but like normally I would charge extra for this, but I don't because it's your birthday.
Listen, I don't want any special birthday deals.
This is a specialty right here because you gotta take care of that chest as well, and ladies too. Always bring your products down. People stop at like right here at their jawline. Just whatever products at home, bring it down.
Yeah, I do a lot for my skin.
He does.
Good.
You definitely do. So do you feel relaxed right now?
Yeah, this thing's cool.
Right.
I would love to have one of these at home. I'd suction the shit out of myself.
They'd be like, Marissa, can you? I mean, you'd end up doing your whole body.
How much does one of these machines cost?
They're all different. They're all different.
Do you have to have a specific license to get one for your house if you wanted one?
You know, I'm not sure. I don't know.
You probably have to have like an esthetician, right?
I mean, I would assume you do. I mean, I'm a licensed esthetician, certified laser tech, electrolysis. I mean, but who knows?
Oh no, nowadays I feel like you can
Stars, everybody kind of has everything at their house. Like the Kardashians have Vela Shape at their house. Like everybody has their own little thing.
What's Vela Shape?
That does like a fat reduction, cellulite reduction, kind of smooths out your skin.
Wow.
You never know. Next thing you know, PJ's gonna have a HydraFacial machine. You're not gonna come to see me.
No, you'll just come to the house.
Yeah. I actually have a client that's always like, can you just, bring the machine? I used to do parties, actually. House parties.
How is that, like, taking out of here and...
It's not that bad. It's worth it. It's fun if you start early in the morning. But, I end up doing like 10 people. It's a long day. But It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. And everybody kind of, like, hangs out.
Do they get hammered while they do it?
Some people do. Yeah. And then, I
Sounds like a fun
little
party. Just get
spa
hammered
in
and
the
do
room.
the facials.
And everyone's like
Get your face
talking.
rubbed.
Yeah.
Eric, are you able to see the stuff coming out?
Not too much, but you can see it in a bottle. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Pimple Popper, eat your heart out.
Yeah. This one. Oh yeah, see that? Oh my goodness, I love it. Got it. See, it came right out.
I wonder what percentage of the viewers are going to be into this versus grossed out by it.
Oh. Oh, this is a deep one. See, you had to get that out. No more. Can't be walking around with that. 38 now. Oh yeah. So this is my favorite part. My little extractions.
Babe, just so you know, I would never in a million years let you do this to me.
Why?
Because
He's like.
Well, it looks like you're coming.
I don't like people touching my face. She's the professional, and I'm doing it for the sake of the video. I'm doing it for education and science.
You'll be happy you did it. Believe me.
I noticed he's very weird about this stuff, but like I'll walk over to him, I'll get something off his face. He's like, "Stop!" I'm like, "No, I'm not trying to help you."
Well, you're gonna be.
My face and my feet. I don't like.
Yeah, your feet. I don't.
Well, that's a good thing. Who wants to deal with that?
Well, you'd be surprised. There's some people out there.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I always leave my socks on.
You're off the hook.
I never let massage therapists touch my feet.
Have you ever gotten a pedicure?
Nope.
Ooh.
Hell no. I just don't like my feet being messed with. I don't take my socks off during sex.
Oh, you keep your socks on?
Oh, I know. Okay.
That's funny.
My dad's the same way.
I'm a sock person. I always put socks on.
Why do you know that about your dad, babe? Don't say stuff like that in the video.
No.
No, I meant with the weird with the feet. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's just a little bad timing.
I'm sorry.
Very bad. Sorry.
That's funny.
Oh
Oh my gosh. Alright, so these are almost out. You're gonna be very happy. I'm excited.
How many were there? Lots.
A lot, and then they're coming right out. So are you getting anything special for your birthday? Are you doing any crazy exotic pets?
Yeah, so after this will be part of today's video.
Okay.
We're going over to JHB Reptiles, who's also known as Snake Josh.
Oh boy.
And he has a new collection, so I think, I don't want to misquote him, but I think he said he has like 2,000 animals in there. Right
Get
now.
out.
And I'm going to get a snake.
Oh man.
In the market for a new snake.
Oh, I'll have to watch the video. See what you got.
He has some amazing stuff. He's actually babysitting all of the big stuff that I have to get out of my house for the realtors.
You just feel like fresh too afterwards.
Yeah.
Very clean.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
Usually around 5-ish.
Okay.
Anywhere from like 4:45 to 6 on the later side. My body just wakes me up. I don't use an alarm or anything.
And do you work out in the morning?
Yes.
So I'm just going to do a high frequency on your neck and then the last little bit and you'll be good to go.
So tell me about the high frequency.
This is just kills bacteria if anything's under the skin. And
Feels like a little.
it's like my Frankenstein machine.
Cool.
I'd say. I feel like, well, so I'm just going to go like this. I don't want to start picking at it because it's not ready. And you're filming.
What do I do? Come back when it's ready?
You can totally come back. Anytime. If it's ready, I'll get it. It's my pleasure.
Back when I was younger and I couldn't manage my hormones the right way, which a lot of bodybuilders will be used to, it was very common for me to take like an insulin needle and heat the end of it up. And then just stab it into some of those big cysts that you get.
Oh my god, BJ. That's serious.
Otherwise, they get really bad under the skin. That they're
yeah, you have to release it, but that's like not the right way. Come to a professional. So if there's not a lot of extractions to do, you can do this like in 30 minutes. But if there's extractions, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So you can come quick or depending.
Have you ever had somebody come in that was just so congested that you were like, listen, we're going to need to do a double session on you?
Oh yeah, no, I've spent 2 hours on, yeah, I've spent plenty of time. Oh yeah. And I end up like, you know, I'm like thorough. I have to do everything 1,000%, forget it.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure I get it all out. Like it's gonna kill me to not get that out of your side right here, but I don't wanna.
Do you feel like failure because you haven't gotten that out?
No, I'm gonna get you. I'll get you.
Do you feel like you let me down a little bit?
Nope. Because I don't want to make a mess of you. Not at all. I helped you. That's gonna help. I'm doing your lips. I know that's funny. You can have lips like Marissa.
As I get older, I've noticed like you have to exfoliate your lips every so often.
Yeah.
I've never had to do that, but
It's good to do. Back in beauty school, they used to tell us to brush them with like a different toothbrush.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I do. But I also do this too. I do everything. I use every machine here.
I feel like my mom would be into this.
For sure.
My mom used
Where
to
is she?
Mom would
sleep.
love
Does she live here?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you gotta bring her in.
My mom used to sleep with Vaseline all over her face.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
She would literally cover her face in
That's
Vaseline when I was a kid and sleep like that.
That's hilarious.
But my mom has no wrinkles at all.
Oh, that's good.
No, his mom looks very very
Maybe it was the Vaseline.
Maybe. She was pretty religious about it.
What if I went to go with Vaseline on my face?
Oh my gosh, I don't think so.
I mean, as long as we were done with whatever we had to do before you did that.
Yeah, I wonder. I would be clogged.
Yes.
I don't think it would work for me.
Well, now they have
You're
like
gonna
serums and stuff. you
Right.
know, Before.
But yeah, that's like old school. But nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Some of those are the best tricks, the home remedies. Alright, so I'm finishing you up here with the antioxidants. And then I'm going to do a little sunscreen. And you'll be ready to go.
How do I look, babe?
You look 10 years younger. No, you look very refreshed. How are you feeling?
Good. My face feels like tight.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly, yeah. Everyone says that. Tight. I hope you have an awesome birthday.
Thank you. Do you know any guys that do this?
Oh, a ton of guys.
that actually are the estheticians?
Oh,
I couldn't really imagine, like, even as a woman having, like,
there was actually
a
like,
burly man doing this.
well, there was a guy in my class back in the day. He wasn't really burly.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever
Like
are.
twinks, I could see the type of guys doing this,
Yeah.
but
I'm just
could you
gonna.
imagine like a big man being like,
Nah.
come here, I'm gonna laser your face now.
Come here.
It's a little clarifying thing for this guy right here. It has salicylic acid in it to help kill that guy. Alright. So you are good to go.
Yay!
HydraFacial.
Do I look good?
You look amazing, always.
Let me get myself off the table so
Oh,
I'm
and you can
zooming
see
my
your,
like second
your
chin.
gunk. It's actually not
Oh,
bad.
yeah, I wanna see
I mean,
this.
I gotta pull it out.
Oh,
for
you
I
have
have
to.
to, like, so you can
Look at
see.
it. Ooh.
Before I flush it out, let's show you up to the light.
That's all that came out of my face?
All that.
Crazy.
Now, if you
Clear.
came once a month, it'd be clear.
Really?
Yes.
Do you ever get people that are way darker than that?
I mean, that's pretty dark, but yeah. No, I do. But that's, you know, if you
What is
did
in one
once a
session
month.
the highest you've had that filled out?
Well, I mean, I really don't have to use that much. If depends. If I did a back facial too, or someone with a really big head. Like the balding guys, when their hair goes back to here, it's like I can't stop here, so
Oh,
I
so they do
continue
all that?
back.
If you let that sit while the dirt
Oh,
kind of
it's
settle,
bad.
yeah,
Does
it
it
will
smell?
settle
Oh,
to the bottom.
you can smell it.
No.
I'm all set.
No, it doesn't.
Just don't drink it.
No, that's horrible. That was gross. It doesn't smell. You would think it would smell. Something tells me that
But you
cyst
know what?
extraction had to smell.
You're clean. There's a lot
I
of
am.
dirty people out there that I'm sure this
Thank God
smells.
he's clean.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for doing this to me.
You.
My face feels very tight. Like someone like grabbed my cheeks and just pulled it back real tight.
Good.
Does it look tight?
It does.
So I'm just following Josh around. Last time I was here, how many were there here?
Around 800.
And now today there are how many?
2,500 plus, maybe. I don't know.
2,500 plus. Guys, you can't even imagine what this is like.
Well, they're organized based on males, females, and then the size of the animals. So this particular section here is going to be sub-adults that I'm keeping for myself, and I'm going to raise up to put into my breeding program.
Very cool.
And then the hatchlings are in the front of the shop, and then the bigger tubs in the back are all going to be the adult females that I'm using for the breeding season.
I want to see, while we're here today, we'll do some more stuff with this, like some of like your most prized possessions in here.
We could be here all day.
All right, you guys, we're doing a cool video, so stay tuned for this. This is what I want to do for my birthday today. So, awesome. Wow.
That one's
These are little that like died on me, but these are pastel pieds that I'm raising up. I have a bunch of these. Even a year and a half.
Wow.
You know, check that one out. But I have a lot of pieds, and also I got Eve. Yeah, I got Eve here too.
Yeah, I want to see how big she's doing.
She's getting big.
That's so pretty.
Let's see how pretty she is.
It's cool. See these cages? They have the built-in hides.
Oh, so you couldn't
They're
go
kind
back
of
there?
like soldered in, and
Yeah,
then they
that's
just
neat.
kind of go through there, and it's pretty cool. But this is a cool thing. This is a Candino leopard.
Oh, that's
See the
pretty.
purple?
Look at that.
You've had. She's sweet. She's not gonna bite, but
Look at how purple it is.
bring her out into the light then.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
good.
guys- And they hatch out as regular albinos. So see the purple on here? That starts off white. And as the animal
Yeah.
grows and sheds, it'll just slowly turn purple.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's why a
pretty.
lot of people really love to raise these ones up. You can hold her and I'll go over there and grab some more purple stuff and bring it over here. The light died over here, so.
Beautiful. You got pancake on my shirt?
Still.
Wow. Yeah, that one.
The purple.
The purple's really deep on that one.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a little of this shit.
Yeah. And then get the cold fronts. The
That's
humidity
cool.
is so tough because the ceilings are so high.
Mm-hmm.
This one's wild.
Is that male?
These are girls.
Oh, they're both girls?
Yeah, I'm hoarding females right now. All my males are actually in the smaller tubs over there, and I can show you them. But the thing is that one area over there, there's like 1,500 snakes just in that area over there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, and back here, these are my breeders, so I have no space here.
So the back is all breeders?
Yeah, these are all breeders back here. But some of these, as soon as you open them up, they'll grab your thumb and wrap you up. So be careful.
What are you,
I warned you.
what are you working on the most right now?
Right now, I'm specializing in the piebalds.
Yeah, I can tell.
Honestly, dude, I can't produce enough. To tell you the truth.
How
Even
popular
people-
are piebalds now?
They're extremely popular, dude. They've reached a price point where everyone and their mother can afford them, and there's just nothing better than a half white, half pigment ball python.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
What
and
is
then-
the,
and then these are combos. So
What
this-
is the average price range for those? Wow, that's really cool.
just the regular pieds?
Look at the head.
You can get a regular pied for like 250 to 300 bucks,
that's
you
so
know,
cool.
a male. And then females go up from there,
Mhm.
but the combos
That's
go up into
cool.
the thousands
Really
to make
cool.
sure.
Do people, when it comes to piebalds, do people commonly desire there to be mostly white and a little bit of pigment, or the opposite?
So what I typically have is a mixed crowd.
Mhm.
You know, I have a lot of people that like the pieds where they're all white and they just have pattern on the head, which
Mhm.
are the spider pied combos and the black pastel pieds.
Mhm.
And then I have other people that really like more wacky pattern, less white, which are the Enchi pieds. which
Yeah,
I'll
I
show
like
you
those a lot, yeah.
And then there's also the happy medium, but it all differs in the clutch because you can have a low white animal produce high white animals and everything in between. So there's no set, there's no line breeding when it comes to pieds. And I'll show you all different kinds of pied combos from the lowest whites to the highest whites.
That's awesome.
This is obviously more of the higher white.
that's cool.
Yeah. And sometimes you never know what you're gonna hatch out, so it's really cool. But whereas the pastel pieds and actually real quick, this is like a darker. This is a candy, so this is more of a darker cream
Yeah,
color.
that's a
You
lot
know,
better. That's cool.
that guy right there. And that's a pure candy. So
Pretty.
those you might want to get into the light. They're
Yeah, let's
easier
go
to
like
see
that.
because they're tough.
See that? Much different in the light.
This is a candy leopard spider. for your candy.
So this is a candy leopard spider.
That's just a regular candy.
Regular candy.
And you can see as they grow, they get more and more vibrant. They get better as they age, as opposed to the bananas, which will get those black dots as they grow.
Yep.
The candies they get better and better as they grow.
My banana has lots of black dots on it.
Yeah. And they're cool. I love bananas. I work with them, but at the same time, you know, you want your animal. In theory, you want your animal to grow up and get better as they age. And we're finding with the bananas that they don't necessarily do that. But the candies, 10 times out of 10, they'll get better as they grow.
The Mystic Potion that I have is getting lighter and lighter as it gets older too. It used to have a deep, like, purpley color when it was young, and it's mostly like gray now.
Yeah, as they get older, the potions do kind of, I wouldn't say dull out, but they just kind of lighten up just a little bit. But they will go through phases, you know. How big is she now?
Pretty good size. Probably, I would say around this size now.
Yeah. So soon you'll breed her, and then you'll see her offspring, and you can kind of, you know, line breed nicer animals to get some more contrast, more dark purples. But for the most part, as those potions get a bit bigger, they tend to dull out to a certain extent.
I want to breed Serena Williams now. I mean, she's getting old now. She's big.
She's big.
I have some males for you. Plenty of males for you, because I have adult female versions of her as well. You know.
How do you? I know you obviously work with these all day, but when you're going through, like, how do you teach somebody how to identify the snakes? Where you can go through and you know every single combo as soon as you take it out. How do you teach somebody to do that?
Well, it takes a lot of time since there's so many genes. But for the most part,
how many genes roughly do you think there are?
There's hundreds.
Hundreds.
We have codominant genes. There's base genes. So there's probably hundreds of base genes, and there's also new base genes that are coming out of Africa every single year. So it's not like, you know, we have what we have and that's all we're going to have and that's all we have to work with.
So how much unknown each year do you think is being produced?
I think it's a very young industry,
Yep.
and I think there's a lot out there that we don't know about, and there's a lot of breeders that keep things under wraps. So
how long have you been doing this for?
Since I was 15, so 10 years.
So 10 years ago, how would you say the difference is then to now?
It's night and day.
Yeah.
You know, it's unbelievable, because back then we were just starting to get. In 1994 was when, that's when I was born, when things really started to heat up in the industry. But in the past 10 years or so, there's been just a giant explosion of people that are getting into the industry and starting to breed. And now with social media and that boom, you know, it's escalating from there.
Yeah.
So now there's so many hobbyists, there's so many big breeders out there. There's a lot of competition.
Are the ball pythons the most commonly breeded?
They're still going to be the king of the pet trade, in my opinion, when it comes to...
Is it because they're the best to handle?
They're the best to handle. They're very polymorphic, which means they come in so many different colors. And they're the easiest, they're the most hardiest animals out there when it comes to reptiles.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really tough to kill a ball python. You know, if you're doing the right things, it's minimal work. I think they're gonna still be the best the best pet.
And we know that we've had them lost for months at a time in the house.
Yeah, they're hardy. I mean, it's happened. You want to get the optimistic ball?
Yeah, this is the coolest snake ever. I love showing this to people. I'm actually gonna. You have my phone. I wanna.
Yeah.
We'll get this out there for the social media world. Guys, this is the optimistic ball python. It's got that smiley face, born like that, which is the craziest thing. I remember when this first happened, and I said, "Did you put a smiley face on that snake's back?" And he said, "I would never paint on a snake like that. It was born that way."
Rub it off real quick.
And I couldn't believe it. So obviously this is a one of one. Now what kind of snake is this anyway?
So this is a GHI Phantom Champagne Ball Python.
GHI Phantom Champagne Ball Python.
And everything about the snake is normal. This is what a GHI Phantom Champagne should look like, but obviously the paradox spot there, which is the smiley face, is not normal.
Okay, Graham, I told you I was going to show this to you today. So cool. It's like the coolest thing ever. Have you seen this one before? It's neat, right?
Yeah. This is a new male that I got in. It's really rare and really wild. This is a super gravel. This is what makes the highways.
Awesome.
Have you seen the highways?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's pretty cool. This is a super gravel pastel, and that's what
The
makes
head
the
is
highways.
really cool.
I was just gonna say that.
This is cool here.
Look at the lines on the head.
Yeah.
This is an Orange Dream. This is a mouthful. Orange Dream, Enchi, Fire, Spider, Yellow Belly.
Wow.
All in one. really good male.
So it takes quite a bit to get to that.
It does, yeah. It takes many years to get to this, but
so go through from start to finish how to get to this snake. If somebody's at home, what they've got to go through to collect to get that.
So there's a few different ways you can take it, but this snake has the orange dream gene, spider gene, fire gene, enchi gene, and yellow belly. So if you want to go from phase 1, you could breed an orange dream to a fire, and then you'd have to get enchi in there and yellow belly and spider. But I made this snake by breeding an orange dream fire spider male that I had already produced to an enchi yellow belly female. So I kind of, you know.
That clutch, what else did you get in that clutch?
There was everything that this snake has was in the clutch, but not all the genes together. So I had orange dream fires, orange dream spiders, orange dream enchis. I'll go grab his sister. So like this is something that's in there. This is orange dream enchi female.
That's awesome.
So you get those oranges in there. But it's a spider gene that's really throwing that snake, that's really causing that snake to be so intricate. You know, it's a really wacky gene. And you can see the high white sides there. And there's no calico in this snake either.
Yeah.
So if I get calico into here, it'll be even more extreme.
That's awesome. I have a GHI spider at home that's got some really pretty camera. When the babies are first born, how long does it take for them to have their first shed?
So once they hatch out and they absorb their yolk, they'll typically have their first shed between 5 and 7 days, and that'll be their first meal, the yolk.
And what happens if you hatch one and that doesn't happen? Do they die?
So you have to keep a very close eye on ball pythons when they're hatching, because sometimes you can have an animal that has a tangled umbilicus, which would be a huge issue. So if you can't untangle that, then the baby will have no way of actually absorbing the yolk. So
and how do you untangle it?
So, you know, it's case by case. So if you can untangle it, then the animal should be fine. You keep it moist and it'll absorb the yolk. But if you can't, and that is common, what we do is we take dental floss and we tie the end of the yolk sac that's attached to the umbilicus, and we'll actually cut the yolk sac off. At that point, the animal will not go into its first shed on its own. So what we do is we'll have to assist feed a pinky mouse, so that way we can actually, you know, get the animal to its first shed.
Yeah, I've watched you do that before. It's scary.
Yeah, it can be nerve-wracking, but at the same time, as long as you're proactive and you get there on time and you're responsible, you'll definitely get that baby to have its first shed. And the runtiest babies end up becoming the best breeders.
That's
anyways.
awesome.
So.
What is the success rate when you have, you know, each clutch, like let's say for the year, percentage-wise of what you get out of each clutch?
I rarely have eggs die on me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually a rare occurrence. When a female first lays eggs, there's ways to tell that the eggs are fertile. It's called candling. What I do is I just take my iPhone light, I'll put it up to the egg, and you'll see the veins. And if there's good, strong veins, then those eggs they're fertile. So the only way that those eggs won't last throughout the incubation process is if you do not incubate properly. And it's relatively easy to incubate. Anyone can learn how to do that. But for the most part, it's very, very rare that you'll have an entire clutch die on you, unless the eggs were unfertile to begin with. Because females can lay a perfect looking clutch, and you can actually candle them, and there'll be no eggs. I'm sorry, no eggs. No veins.
No veins.
There'll be no veins. And at that point, you know that the clutch is most likely infertile. Some breeders will actually leave those eggs in there for a week or two, give them some time to show some development of veins and life within the egg.
What causes that?
It's really just the breeding process. You know, maybe the male was heated a bit too much during the year, and his sperm wasn't as viable. Or maybe the female was stressed out, or maybe it was her first time laying. So there's a lot of different
like
possibilities. Yeah, it's just like people.
It's really pretty.
This is an adult banana pied, and then these are just baby banana pieds. So you can see the dots, you know, over time.
Yeah. Yeah, mine has a lot of dots like that too.
Yeah.
And these babies are going to slowly start to develop them, so they're really cool.
Very cool.
They're vibey. So this is what you probably saw at Jay's.
Yep.
I produce a lot of these.
Yep, I saw those at Jay's. Any of those are yours.
And they, clients love that stuff. Those are so cool. And then there's also lavender pied. Have you seen the lavender albino pieds?
Maybe. See them now if you have
Yeah,
one.
I could go. Don't trust me, man. I mean, that's up to you. Because I could be here until next week. Doesn't stop for me.
And what does this sell for?
I think retail on those be around $800 for the retail on that.
This is beautiful.
But that one, see, that one's just a banana clown. But this is a banana pastel clown. Technically, this animal is worth more, but I don't even think it's close.
It's not as pretty. It is cool though.
It's
Yeah, but
very
I mean,
cool. This is
that thing is.
So that one's worth more.
Yeah, this one's worth more just because it has more genes. Oh, these are the baby candies, so you can see how they kind of as they start to evolve.
That's
and
cool.
They're starting to really get that purple.
Yeah, that's
look.
pretty.
And there's also combos as well that I have. But see, the cinnamon pieds will hatch out with just like the black heads, or they'll hatch out all white, but they typically have a very, very high percentage of white. And that's how you can really tell a cinnamon pied or black pastel pied. So cool. Super cool. I think it has leopard in it too.
Oh, I like that.
That's a pretty one.
The more
So actually, that was one that I had to assist feed because she didn't absorb. He didn't absorb all of his yolk, but now he's eating on his own. Really cool. I actually sold his sister yesterday. She hatched out with a smiley face.
Really?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Actually, you probably saw it. It was a video that I had put up on my page not too long ago.
Like that clown on
I could
Dark
tell.
stuff too, you know.
I knew
it. Oh,
it.
that's pretty.
But you already have a bunch of dark
I
stuff.
have a bunch of dark stuff. That's why I was looking
Yeah,
more
you don't
towards bright today.
What do you only have the yellow one, right?
My banana and the albino are, well, I have the,
You have Chiquita, right?
I have Chiquita, and then I have, well, I have the banana, and I have the banana spied, but I think bright is the way to go for
Yeah.
There's that
I love
too.
the bright
Candy
ones.
black pastel. But sometimes they can dull out a little bit. And then here's the Candy Peter. So you're just looking for something that just has crazy color.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So, I mean, probably along the lines of there's obviously the banana stuff is cool. Banana clown, that thing's really vibrant, so it's kind of hard to compete with that.
Yeah,
But
that
I have,
one,
like,
that was like a,
candies and stuff.
I was like,
I think
you
that
saved that
hit
one
a
for the
spot.
end type thing.
That was the one, huh? Nothing's gonna really be as bright as that. That particular snake is
That's
absolutely
very
insane. You know? That's a banana pie. But see, I thought that was a scab at first, but that's actually a pattern.
Oh, wow.
Some of these guys will come at you.
That's cool.
Pastel Entry Champagne
That's cool.
there. But this is more of the new stuff that I'm still kind of beefing up. You know?
Yeah, so much stuff in here.
See all the blood there? That's the scent gland from the female wagging her tail around, letting the male know
Oh, wow.
that she wants to egress.
Oh.
And that's the male there.
Are the males typically smaller?
Yeah, males are all my males are smaller than my girls, yeah.
Do they ever get violent with each other when they're breeding?
Nothing excessive, you know, but sometimes they'll kind of like, you know, get a little rowdy, but it's the males when you put two males together, they
Yeah.
go crazy. Yeah, that's when it gets a little insane. When the boys get together. Yeah.
Isn't that
true? But probably gonna be Aspen. He's fired up too. He I went in there to touch him. He turned around. He's so slow though.
Yeah, he's slow.
But he opened his mouth. It's funny.
It's interesting how the moves messed them up so much.
Well, the move here, the tegus are not the same. And they're so aggressive.
Yeah, he said they're super aggressive now.
Like,
Too bad. See, the Savannah was always the nicest
so
one.
what we do is like I'll. Yeah,
Did
the
you
Savannah's
think
nice.
that the two weren't that bad either, right?
Hi, Savannah.
Savannah's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
But these two down here are the worst by far.
Thank God that he was doing this for me because we have nowhere for these guys to go right now.
Like literally, one thing about them is they don't care about having fresh water. I change the water and they just destroy it the same
Yeah.
day. But I pull the bowls out after I feed them because what was happening was I was leaving the bowls in there and then I wanted to grab the bowls out and feed them the same day, but they don't even let me get in there.
No, that's
yeah.
too bad that they, because those two were nice.
So
He was
I
probably-
was gonna say
He's pretty calm this morning, to tell you the truth. He's the calmest one.
When
Besides,
we even used to get close, his like whole body was like in and out. He was inhaling.
these, if
exhaling,
you
like,
start messing with those down there, the most aggressive. She's, I mean, it depends. Now, on feeding day, she gets a little rowdy. Because they eat a mixture of, but I never give them anything live, you know?
Look at this one. So
You
funny.
know, that's
And it's a girl, you know?
Was the
you
other
had
one a girl too?
that was a male.
Okay.
Plus, you had remember the pastel canino you had
Yep.
originally? So this would be like, you know, somewhere along the lines of that, color-wise, if not more. And it's a girl, so, you know. But I mean, obviously you guys got it. There's more options too. I have Candino combos, I can keep bringing them out, but Banana Mojave.
Oh, that one's really cool.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Oh, that's
Nice, right?
really, really, really cool.
But see, over time though, that one might not look as good. Yeah.
Really?
There's also the highway, but that snake's also
That's really
available,
cool too.
I like the brighter.
This one?
Like the brighter pastel. I like that one and the first one. I mean, I like that one's very pretty
They're all
also.
cool.
This one like pops a little bit more because
There's also these, which would be more in between.
Mm-hmm.
These would just be purple.
Yeah, that's right. Should I get 2 snakes? Do I have 2 racks open?
I don't know. I mean,
I've
if
one
not,
for
we
sure.
can get one. It doesn't matter.
Actually, that other one has space in it.
We could do it. Stop trying to think about that.
Are these
you
both?
like these
These
two
are
or-
both female?
Male, female.
Oh, male, female.
Did you like the first one?
I like them all.
Or?
That's the problem.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, that's this one?
That would be like that one, but this is
Okay.
a pure version, so
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be lighter. This is a pure one. The Candinos are a lot lighter, but I don't have any bigger ones of that. But this is a pure candy edge. She's still like the father.
Yeah.
That's what happens with the live feeding sometimes. You've seen the
Lord
worst.
knows I know that. I've seen the worst you can. Serena.
But it's part of the process, you know.
She eats like a machine, that snake.
I like that.
This one's really cool too, right? They're both really neat.
This Mojave will be intense for quite some time.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that kind of towards the few year mark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It would definitely start to really color up.
Yeah, I really appreciate you letting us come in today.
course,
It's gonna be a fun video.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was like telling the colonic lady, I was like told a joke on the Q&A the other day. They were like, oh, is anybody doing anything for a birthday? I'm like, every year they do a surprise party for me and I always act like I'm surprised. And I was like, you know what would be really a surprise if they do a surprise party for me. So when I went in there, she was like, so did they do a surprise? And I was like, no. I was like, it's funny that I joked about that. Yeah. This is the first time you guys have had a surprise. Thank you. Yeah.
I knew it. I called it. I said, it's really good to be surprised.